I don't think he needs to tell me to complain to management. I will do so. All right. For so many women, it's a constant struggle achieving and then maintaining your ideal weight. Well, Dr. Edmund Rhett of Rhett Women's Center is here to explain some options to help obtain your healthy goals and stay there. That's the hard part, Dr. Rhett.
It always is the hard part. The problem is, and Dr. Adkins described this years ago, we're all addicted to sugars and starches. And all the starches that you take in break down to sugars, some of them immediately.
Because it makes you feel so good.
Well, if you saw, there was a special with Dr. Shanta Gupta where he got in an MRI and he took in some sugary syrup and his brain lit up like he'd just had IV narcotics.
I know.
All the pleasure spots, and they're all lit up like that. And just like with IV narcotics, when you have a little dose, the next time you want a little bigger dose, and a little bigger dose. And
that's how it works.
Bigger dose, and that's.
It's funny you should bring that up, Dr. Rhett, because I was just speaking with a lady yesterday in the gym, and she kept asking, she said, I can't figure out why I can't lose weight. And I said, well, what do you eat every day? And she just kind of put her head down. 80% of you losing weight is your diet.
That's correct.
As John Bruce stands right there and eats all that food.
Yeah, but the food he's eating
is good
very
for you.
Low starch, very low starchy carbohydrates. Starchy carbohydrates. The breads, rice of any kind, potatoes of any kind, any way you fix them. Corn, any way you have it. You know, the chowders that have potatoes in them. All the starchy food. And then you get to bread and pasta. And I know Dr. Oz is on your channel, and he said on this show about, 3 months ago, he'd rather see somebody have a bowl of bacon fat than a bowl of pasta because it's such a dense carbohydrate, and it makes you make bad things in your bloodstream.
Yeah, and for everybody that's been laughing at me for being on this diet that I've been on lately, I have not been eating carbs. And once you get past the initial shock of it, it does make you feel a little bit better because you're not always running on that artificial sugar. That's
exactly right. It's real sugar. I mean, it keeps running your blood sugar up. It keeps your insulin levels high. Insulin's a storage hormone. It means you're going to store stuff. So once you get off of starchy carbohydrates, not the vegetables and stuff like that is a carbohydrate. And some of the fresh fruits, those are carbohydrates. But you have to avoid fresh fruit juice.
Right. I was just going to say those liquid calories.
It's all these liquid calories. Sweet tea, lemonade,
during the summertime, all the stuff that we love.
It's all summertime. It's everything everybody loves, but it's just mostly sugar. And all the soft drinks now are made with high fructose corn syrup, which is maybe even worse for you than regular sugar. Yeah, the same stuff that's in ketchup and popsicles, remember that. Okay, so Dr. Rhett, you have told us what we need to do, how we can lose some pounds, but now the question is, how do we keep them off? And we can do that over at your center. Well, we do that, and we do, I mean, it requires sort of constant maintenance, and whether you maintain it yourself or have somebody look at what you're doing on a monthly or bi-monthly basis once you've lost your weight. It takes 2 years after you've established whatever weight you want to be for that to be your weight and your diet. 2 years? 2 years. So your body sort of gets used to it after 2 years, and it's what, it took you years to get to wherever it is you didn't want to be. Yeah. So you can't think I can get down in 1 month and then I don't have to do anything else. You have to maintain that diet and that weight loss for 2 years in order for it to be what you're going to be. And maybe just maybe keeping a record of all the things that you're putting in your mouth in a day. Because if you can do that, then you can look back and say, well, this is where I went wrong. Everybody goes, well, I don't do so-and-so, and you look at a journal that they keep. Exactly. And there's a little bit of exercise that helps. A 20-minute walk, 7 days a week, changes everybody's way they eat, the way they manage their weight. And it gets them up and moving. Yeah, well, Dr. Rhett always has great things to tell us. RhettWomenCenter.com is where you can go on the website. And then what's your address here in Mount Pleasant? We're at 725 Long Point Road in Mount Pleasant, and we are in Maryville and Georgetown. Got it. On Fraser Street. Don't miss it. Thanks so much, Dr. Rhett, for being here. We really do appreciate it. And timely, because we're all trying to fit into those swimsuits. I'm sucking it in, Dr. Rhett. I'm sucking it in. Every one of us. Thank you, Laura. Do you need advice in your search for a new job? Well, the Center for Women has a workshop for you. That's straight ahead. Stay with us.